Good morning, professors. I'm going to be doing an audio reflection on our final. I completed the sheet and answered it appropriately. And then now I'm just going to give a audio reflection instead of a written form. I'm going to give a video form of the two questions in the back. First and foremost, I hope you guys are doing very safe and are enjoying your quarantine time as best as you can. So now I'll continue with the questions. So question one. Two or three of the most valuable things I got out of this class are, well, the number one thing that I got out of this class was I understood that I was a little bit different from the class as far as some of my speaking skills and some of I'm 33 years old and have been in the workforce. I also joined the military, and I got my degree later on in life. So I had a little bit more experience. So understanding that in the classroom, I was a little bit advanced with some aspects of not necessarily technology, but some aspects of soft skills that I kind of really understood very well. So maintaining humility, that was one very important thing, is maintaining humility. Like Francisco, I had to tell myself, Francisco, the only way that you can improve in your soft skills that you've already been exposed to is to grow with them. So meaning I was a decent speaker, so I improved on being a better speaker, and I worked on coaching. When we did the debate, I was very adamant on helping my team develop as speakers. My goal wasn't to my goal wasn't to be the star or make sure that I did well. My goal was to make sure that my team was comfortable, they were well prepared, and that they felt adamant about what they were speaking about, to create passion within them. But to create passion in a professional setting is very hard. That's the second thing I wanted to talk about, is to be passionate but not be overwhelming. When I got an email for some of an assignment that I didn't turn in, I was upset because I'm passionate about my grades, but I was upset not only at myself, but I was upset at the communication, the form of communication, which was online, emails. These are not forms that I'm well at. And that's the part where I was saying, with technology, I'm not as far as advanced. I'm a micro one-on-one. I really enjoy where my soft skills are. I use my mindfulness to understand verbal cues, to understand what the person might be thinking or how they're emotionally are, or where their place is. But with technology, that part, I've learned that emailing, communicating via emails, kind of creating a tone in your emails, and even how you introduce your emails, it's very important. And also so humility, technological advances, to like Zooming now that we're in a pandemic, and displaying emotion through an email or through a video communication. It's very important, and I'm learning that. I mean, literally learning it now. I mean, the last couple of weeks has just immensely been a growing process. And then thirdly is patience. Patience, because a classroom of 30 people everyone's at different levels with different skill sets. Some have strong skill sets at things that you're weak on. Others have strong skill sets at things that you're strong at too. And understanding where everyone is, what kind of individual person each person is, introverted, extroverted, and all in between. There's a lot of gray when it comes to soft skills, and that's really what I've learned. Okay, so that's question number one. Question number two. What are three soft skills that you have learned or acquired in this class that are important in order to succeed in the workplace? So, like I mentioned before, emailing, checking your emails, communicating via email, how you're represented in that email is incredibly important. And that just my interactions with my teachers and expressing something like my learning disability, and understanding that instead of waiting, just in the beginning, you should say, these are some of the issues that I have. Similar to an employer, expressing what your strengths are and your weaknesses are, so that they can better take advantage of your skill sets. I think it's vital and important. Another aspect of soft skills is reading the person that you're talking to. starting to look at their face, and that's something that I understood, but I really defined in this class. There's some things that I need to get out of some people, and in the interview, listening to their tone, looking and watching at their facial structure or facial movements to see when they're thinking and when they're processing, and also video logs that we did on our interviewing. I was watching myself on Zoom. I was watching my facial expressions, and I'm giving away tells. So sometimes in soft skills, you might have an internal reaction where you might want to say something, just be blunt, but you're under a professional lens that you just can't say that. So you have to maintain a sense of professionalism, or that would be considered mindfulness, where how you express your idea. If you have an idea, I always think you should express that idea, but how you deliver that idea and your tone is so important with soft skills. And then, yet again, thirdly, when it comes to soft skills, communication. How that person understood what you wanted to say. I understood in this, and this is what I took from soft skills. If you want to tell a person something that you want an action, you want something to change, you cannot just break a person down and tell them, this is what you did wrong, or this is what I want you to do. It's very hard to observe that information if you're being defensive. So what I learned from this class is to first, how to approach a person. The best way to approach a person is with a compliment. You express something that you think you like about that person, something you value in that person, something that you wish you could emulate in that person. And that kind of softens that layer, and there's less of a barrier of communication. Then you express your thoughts and your ideas of either change or reformat. And then you finish the conversation with the, hey, I really appreciate your time. Because I think it's a little redundant to tell somebody, hey, this is something I really like. Hey, this is something I want you to change or reform. And then to say something again about what they really like. It's a little bit of redundancy. But to express the time they took to listen to you, I think reaffirms respect. And that's the approach and concepts that I took from this soft skills class. So this is Francisco Grijalva. I'm answering my reflection page. I hope this is enough. If you need more content, please let me know, professors, and stay safe. Aloha y cuídase.